Oh gosh, guys, better bass, I think. Yes, that felt a lot bigger when he loaded up on that ultralight rod. Oh my goodness, golly. On that mega bass sleeper craw. Shit. Whoa, gosh, guys, big. Maybe big on the tiny glide. Right when it went in the water. What is that? Oh my gosh, huge sunfish. That felt like a bass. Holy cow, Andy. And then he took me in the weeds. This is a clean pond though, guys. I've been here one other time and we got absolutely tsunami'd on. That's a big green sunfish, guys, is what that is. We'll send him back now. He ate a custom Era tiny glide, bluegill colored one from FOF. He took me in that grass and bent that little treble out, guys. You got to be really careful with these things. You can't pull too hard, and I was pulling about as much as this ultralight rod would give me to try to land that fish, and I'm lucky I didn't just pull it out of him altogether. Got one, guys. Little bass on the tiny glide. Yes, that's so cool. He wanted the little bluegill. Little largy, boys. I knew this pond was normally clean. I had just came on a day one time before when it had rained a ton. It was not so clear, and I think it affected the bite heavily, but I'm not gonna jinx anything. I'm hoping we can keep catching fish, guys, but that is so much fun. I got halves of suspend dots that I put on there on the bottom. It's better than on the sides, guys, because you put it right on the bottom where the internal weighting of the bait is. And if you put lead wire on the trebles, guys, it affects the action of it pretty badly. I've learned that over time now. So if you're going to add weight to these things, either use the pin weights that Aaron makes for them, or put either putty or suspend dots on the bottom of it, or like tungsten tape, whatever you want to do. But we'll let this little fella go now, guys. We're going to try to catch as many fish as we can before another front rolls in today, guys. There's a pretty big storm that's brewing up within the next hour or so. Got one, guys. Tiny glide. That is a small green sunfish. This is the upper pond. Looks like my suspend dot came off on him too. Well, we're gonna have to fish it extra slow. We only got the one little bitty piece of the suspend dot left after that little one took it away. That's okay. Guys, might be a decent bass. Yes, tiny glide bass. Another one. He's a little bigger than the first one. I think there's just more bass in general on this pond, guys. In this pond. My suspend dots came off, but still got the one little bitty one on the lower part. But another small fish, guys. Just out here trying to catch a few bass, catch a few fish in general on the weekend. Beautiful pond. Maybe, just maybe, we can get like a respectable bass out of here. God, right when it went in the water, guys. It's something small. What is it, a sunfish? Yeah. I don't know why all those sunfish wouldn't bite over there. So maybe that small pond, they're still spawning, and this one they're done. So they're eating again. It's always hard to tell, but that could be the situation, guys. Another pretty little sunfish on the Era Tiny Glide. It's 1/8 of an ounce, 2.5 inches. Haven't said that yet, guys. And I'm throwing it on my Eurotackle rise rod, rated 1/32 to 3/16 of an ounce, and it's a mod fast, so it bends really good when you hook them on those tiny trebles. Whole lot of fun. Got one, guys. He kind of ate it off the top. Another sunfish. I don't think this pond's very old, guys, so I would be surprised if there's like big bass in here, but it's definitely probably been around long enough where there could be some 2 and 3 pounders in here, and I would love to try to get a hold of one of those on that little glide bait and ultralight rod. That would be a blast. There's a bass. There we go. Another decent-ish. Pretty small, but still fun. That storm's blowing in. I hope it holds off, guys. I really want to try to catch quite a few here this afternoon. Heat of the day. Still catching some fish, y'all. The little ones are always so hard to get a good release on because they're so squirmy, but that is a blast to throw. Absolute pleasure on ultralight casting. Oh gosh, guys, better bass, I think. Yes, yes, I called it, man. We haven't even changed our position at all. So when you get a decent sized fish, you just gotta let them pull, because if you try to yank, you're gonna bend the little trebles out. Please don't come off. Let me get you, let me get you. Got him. Yes, that's what I wanted right there, boys. Decent pond bass, man. So much fun. That felt a lot bigger when he loaded up on that ultralight rod. 15.5-inch bass there on the tiny glide, Eurotackle rise rod and an arc gravity. Hopefully we can even get a few more like him, y'all. Oh, sunfish, I think, guys. Pretty good one though. Got yellow fins on him. Beautiful yellow finned guy. Green sunny. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at the size of this bass. That's how I know that this pond's not very old. I don't know. Maybe that is a yearling. I don't know. That looks like one that they may have just stocked though. I don't know. It's hard to tell. That, my friends, is a true dink. Every sense of the definition. Oh, that might be a big sunfish, guys. Might be a big sunfish. Oh, he just had some grass on him. Still a decent one. That one's darker. He definitely lives under the rocks. Has a little more pigment to him. More black on him. Oh. Whoa, warmouth, yeah, warmouth. Awesome. Another species. That, my friends, is a warmouth sunfish. I've caught some really big ones of these on the Trinity and in some other ponds, but they are one of the prettier ones. They have more black speckles on them. Typically have a red eye. His eye is kind of red. Not super red, but that's a different kind right there. Beauty. I think it's a little bass, guys. Tiny. I had a good bite. He got off though. He must have just like nipped at the trebles. That's a dangerous fish. Although, God, these trebles are so light wire. You probably wouldn't have a hard time getting them out of you. Probably would have to worry more about breaking them off inside of you, which would really stink. sunfish. I'm tricking them by walking this bait, guys. So walking it just like it was a topwater walking bait, making it cut back and forth rhythmically in a very tight pattern, and then pausing it and letting it die. I mean, obviously, guys, these fish are nothing to write home about, but they are a little picky today, and you got to make your retrieve match, you know, what they're willing to bite. So what I'm doing is, I'll make a short cast here. You cast it out, let it sink. It's got to get depth, guys, and it sinks slow when you don't have any extra weight on it. So once it's got some depth, watch how light you have to do this to walk it. It's literally that. Can y'all see that? It's literally that much of a shake. It's just the rod tip. You do not use any wrist motion. I mean, I'm literally just doing it with my fingers almost, and it will walk back and forth really tightly like that. And then when you pause it, typically that can be deterrent for a big glide bait sometimes. I know a lot of guys, maybe, I don't know, I don't really know that much about big glide bait fishing, but I know that a lot of guys don't like to pause it and just let it sink. Sometimes the fish will lose interest. But with these little ones, when I've caught some of my biggest bass, when I pause it, when I'm moving it, and then I just let it pause, and they just boom, smack it. Y'all let me know, who those of you who fish big glide baits, in the comments, if you ever get mini baits on a big glide, pausing it, letting it die, and they eat it as it sinks. Oh, guys, another bass. Heck yeah, awesome. They hit so much harder than the sunfish do, even when they're small like this, except for that first one. Good grief, that first green sunfish that we caught today, guys, it pummeled it. I thought I had a big bass on. Just another small pond bass though. Beautiful little pond though, man. It's really not that little. It's actually a pretty good sized pond. Love this riprap too. And guys, one more tip for y'all. You'll notice it's kind of a side wind today. The wind's coming immediately at us right here, but as I was walking down this riprap, it's kind of a crosswind coming like this. So if you have your back to it and you're casting with the wind a little bit, it's going to be about the only way you can fish these things, guys. So that's another huge tip on fishing these tiny glide baits. You have to play the wind with them. You will not be able to cast these into the wind. If you do, good luck, because they're going to knuckleball, you're going to backlash, you're going to get upset, you're going to get frustrated. So biggest thing that I can tell you, always set yourself up to where you can fish with the wind, and always follow through with your cast where you want it to go, because if you don't follow through with your rod tip, it's going to go every which way. It's literally like throwing a knuckleball, guys. So you really have to follow through to your target, especially well when you throw these little glide baits. They will cast a little bit better if you add some external weight, but if you're fishing them without any external weight, then you really have to cast with the wind, follow through, and you'll notice mine even ended up a little bit left of center of where I wanted it to go that time. So you gotta really play the wind with these things when you're casting them. So fish with the wind, throw it on a very parabolic, moderate rod, soft rod. Ultralight is probably even best. I used to throw them on my Dobbin Sierras though, and they worked really well too. And use light line. 6 pounds fluoro is the absolute max. Do not throw it on braid, you will bend your trebles out. Do not throw it on anything bigger than 6, you will bend your trebles out, you will get frustrated, and you won't have as much fun doing this, guys. Ultralight rod, Art Gravity is probably about the best reel, other than, I don't know, y'all can tell me, but it casts very light baits very well. Sioux Dark Wolves do okay, but I've had many people tell me that Shimano Curados, they really struggle with casting these things, and they want to know, you know, what else they can do for it. But those are my tips, guys. It's just like any other kind of technique. Put some time into it, figure out your own style, what kind of works, but those are just some basic principles to work off of. Oh my gosh, guys, on the micro. Yeah, on the FOF micro. That was sick. That thing clobbered it. I got a new swim bait on for the second pass through here, guys. Take a look at that slick bait. Little crank down, one jointed swim bait. Danny from FOF Fishing hand makes these, and they are sick. Guys, that little FOF micro has such a tight wiggle, and it also sinks when you pause it. So unlike one of those little snap bean crankbaits, it's kind of got the profile of that, but those float once you pause it. They float back up. This one sinks, and it allows you to fish it at some depth. Found another little pond largie on it. It absolutely clobbered that little swim bait. Another one, guys. That's a big green sunfish on that micro. So cool. That is a big green sunfish. That is a specimen, guys. Spawned out too, though. Skinny in the belly on that FOF micro. That thing swims very consistently for such a small lipped bait. If you look up the definition of the man in the dictionary, you're gonna find Danny from FOF. Excellent bait maker, excellent painter, and Aaron from GLIDEBAITS, that tiny glide that I was throwing before, also just an absolute gem. He's a younger guy, and he takes a lot of pride in each bait, just like Danny does. Both of them are outstanding little swim bait makers. Make sure y'all try to support them when you can. They deserve every bit of it. Guys, I got a decent one on a chatterbait. It's another huge, oh, it's a big sunfish. Warmouth. It's a nice warmouth on the micro chatter. Naomi, look at the pretty colors on this one. Nice warmouth. You see how he has different colors on him?
Spotted. Quit touching his eye. He can't see.
You like him?
Ew.
All right. Just caught a stud on the sleeper craw, guys. Look at this. All right. Yes, sir. Boom. I just realized I didn't push record, but was able to get him out of the grass. That's a big fish. Probably a 20-inch bass on that mega bass sleeper craw. That's not on BFS tackle, guys. Yeah, boys, 20-inch bass there on the mega bass sleeper craw. It's 5/8 of an ounce. Pulled him through grass on 14-pound sunline with an Arc Gravity G5 and an Arc Essence medium heavy rod there. I wanted to try one more spot this evening just because it just got done raining, guys, and stuck a stud. Wow, that was a terrible release. I'm sorry, big guy, but you flipped out of my hands. Back in the grass she goes. Oh my goodness, golly. And then in the grass they go. Pretty good one. That one hit it harder than that big one did. That one's still probably 17 on that sleeper craw, guys. Holy cow. Just clobbered it. Inside edge of the grass line, guys. Inside edge of the grass line. It doesn't even feel fair fighting. I'm on a big rod right now. I haven't caught fish on a conventional setup in so long, and it's like you hammer them and then you can just winch them. Doesn't matter if they get in the grass, you just pull them through it. You don't hold pressure and wait for them to come out, you literally just pull them through it. Been a while since I've done that.
You need to get your stuff put out.
Can I fish on the other side?
Only the people that live in the district.
Okay. Well, boys, kind of a bittersweet ending there. Got kicked out of my favorite spot to bank fish, and definitely had no expectations of that happening. It's just like any other neighborhood pond around here. It's like, oh, if you don't live here, you can't fish here. But had an old guy pull up in a truck and tell me that, yeah, can't fish here. And so that was pretty disheartening. Can't say that I'll probably never go back there again. Just kind of test my luck again, but we'll find out. But with those tiny glide baits, guys, they're tons of fun to throw, and I gave you all some good tips on that. And another thing, if you're going to get them custom painted, you might want to put like a layer of super glue over the paint, guys, and it'll keep it from getting tore up quite so bad by the fish. That's just another little tip that I learned from a guy named Jesse Jones on Instagram. So, but that's going to wrap it up for today's edit, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like for me. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, guys. Consider getting yourselves one of my small baits and big fish rulers to enter my monthly BFS Big Bass contest. If you want one, you can contact me to get one at my Gmail account in the pinned comment below. If you want an Art Gravity reel or rod, guys, use my code capital CB10 at arcrods.com to save y'all some money on those. Please share this with a finesse loving friend, guys. Let's help grow the BFS bass fishing scene. Always feel free to talk with me in the comments below about anything if you got questions about anything that I was doing today. Check out links to gear and other discount codes that I have in the description above, and check out the link to more BFS bass action in the pinned comment below. But apart from all that, thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all take her easy. We'll catch you on the next one. I think it's a little bass, guys. Tiny. I had a good bite. He got off though. He must have just like nipped at the trebles.